Hey, video diary. I'm wearing a different t-shirt today because my daughter gave it to me, and it's not black. I woke up from a dream this morning, not one in which Forrest was there, but one in which I was expressing my feelings about his death. It was weird. It was like a party, and people were having sex, and other crazy things were going on, and I was at some table and expected to say something. And I remember there's a big view like out a window. It was like almost like the Caribbean, but it was in New York City, and I just shook my fist as hard as I could, like at the whole situation, and screamed. And nobody in this dream really particularly budged or cared or was affected by it, which is in keeping, I think, with the reality of when you die, particularly if you die in a, I don't know what to say, dishonorable way, not good way, not cool. It's harder for us as the rest of society to kind of, I don't know, get into it, get behind it, give you brownie points. I just saw some pictures and some videos of Forrest, who was doing tiny little videos of him in a jiu-jitsu match. He was a white belt. He was so good. He was so proud of his body. It was a very important thing for me to teach him to be proud and caring of your body, because I saw my dad kind of destroy his, and not kind of, he did. He neglected, like most people do. They just neglect themselves, and they get sick. They die. And they live not well during that process, because you're not healthy, you don't feel good. So it's really important, it was really important for me to teach my son to take care, to love, respect, and honor his body. And when I say body, I mean the being, I mean the mind, the body. If there's a soul, I'm not convinced per se, but take care of whatever that is. Take care of whatever you think it needs nurturing. You don't need to overly think this. You know you have a body because you can see and feel it. You know you have a brain because we sometimes see brains. Our mind is a function of how our brain works. So I suppose we could say that that's a demonstrating entity, and we should take care of it. It's a little bit more ephemeral. And then you get to soul, and soul is like, well, then soul gets co-opted and owned by different religions, and it gets into a lot of metaphysical nonsense. We don't know what happens to us after we die. we do know what is happening to us while we're living. And I think that's a really good place to put our focus. How can we make society better, include more people, which to me means make as many people healthy, strong, and smart. I'm a little bit conflicted between how I feel about my personal loss and I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I have serious abandonment issues. I had it with my dad. I have it now with Forrest. Like, why did he leave me? You know, Sometimes in my low points, I'll think, why did he leave me to face life without him? That was not his. That wasn't right. Was it his right? I don't know. His life wasn't mine. But I read a little caption in that Time article with all the junkies laying around dead and all the horrified people, that somebody said that they realized that these people are not victimizing just themselves, that they're victimizing all of society. And that's what I've been saying in these videos. It's that junkies are not victims, they're the victimizers. Are they also victims? Probably. Are all of them? No. No. Some of them are just people that have decided on taking an easy way out of feeling crappy, of dealing with the boredom. And look at what they've done, to our lives, to their own lives. So, how do you tease out who deserves our sympathy as opposed to who doesn't? And the other thing about that is, I along with this, another little thing in there was like, don't fight them, don't blame them, pray for them, which of course is utterly ridiculous. Prayer is insulting on this level. Anyone who's lost somebody, to violence or this kind of thing, they know that. I know that. I know there's nothing that's going to rescue you. There's no God. If there's an afterlife, we don't know about it.